Okay guys, we're ready for a new adventure. I am back in my treehouse. Here's my creek back there. And we're ready for a new Jigsaw Jones mystery called The Case of the Spooky Sleepover. Alright, here we go. Chapter 1 is called Ralphie Jordan. Ralphie Jordan was the most popular kid in room 201. Everybody liked Ralphie, and Ralphie liked everybody right back. He had dark eyes and dark skin, dark hair, and he was as thin as a flagpole. Best of all, Ralphie Jordan was a world champion smiler. Nobody had a bigger smile or used it more often. Only today, Ralphie wasn't smiling. He plopped down next to me in the school cafeteria. "Hey, Jigsaw," he said. Can I talk to you for a minute?" "It's hard to talk with peanut butter in your mouth." "I know. I've tried it." I mumbled. I reached for my milk and swallowed hard. "Whew," I said. "Now, that's better." Ralphie flashed a toothy grin, but the smile had left his face in a hurry, as if it had somewhere else to go. That wasn't a good sign. Something was to be wrong if Ralphie Jordan wasn't smiling. "What's the matter?" I asked. "Baloney again?" "Nah, nothing like that," Ralphie said. And as if to prove it, he poured out his lunch bag onto the table. He lined up everything in a neat row. Ralphie had a ham sandwich, a plastic bag of grapes, 2 Oreo cookies, a carrot, and a juice box. He picked up the ham sandwich and squished it between his hands. By the time he was done, the sandwich was flatter than Flat Stanley. Ralphie took a few big bites of the sandwich, then twisted open an Oreo. He licked the white insides. "You're still a detective, right?" he asked. "Sure," I said. "For $1 a day, I make problems go away." Ralphie didn't say anything. He was busy working on his second Oreo. So I waited. In the detective business, things go better when you sit back and listen. So that's what I did. Finally, Ralphie spoke up. "Can you keep a secret?" he whispered. "I sure can," I said. "But when I'm on a case, I share the facts with Mila. We're partners, you know." Ralphie thought that over. Then he shrugged. "I don't know. It's sort of goofy." I waited for the goofy part to come. It came. "Jigsaw," he said, "do you believe in ghosts?" Chapter 2, called On Top of Spaghetti. "Ghosts?" I repeated. "Like Casper the Friendly?" Ralphie Jordan shook his head. No, the unfriendly kind." Maybe it was the look on his face. Maybe a window was open and the cold breeze blew down my back. But I got a creepy feeling, like watching a scary movie with the lights out. "Ghosts aren't real," I told him. The truth was, I really didn't know for sure. But one thing was certain. I didn't want Ralphie Jordan to think I was scared. No one needs a fraidy cat detective. Ralphie sort of frowned. Then he gave me a big, easy smile. A Ralphie Jordan special. And I knew it was just an act. "What's this about?" I asked. "You haven't seen a ghost, have you?" "Oh, forget it," Ralphie said. It's probably nothing." "Sure, probably nothing," I agreed. "But if you want to talk, I'll be in my treehouse after school. Come by if you feel like it." "Thanks, Jigsaw," Ralphie said. "I think I will." Then Ralphie pointed to his uneaten lunch, the carrot, grapes, and juice. "Want it?" he asked. I didn't, and so I told him so. Ralphie stuffed his leftovers into his lunch bag. He crumpled the bag into a tight ball, then he stood up, turned, and fired. The bag floated toward the garbage can, and swish! "Yes!" Ralphie called out in a fake announcer's voice. "Jordan shoots, and he scores!" After Ralphie left, I pulled out my detective journal. I ripped out a piece of paper and wrote a message to Mila. We rewrote all our messages in code. I decided to use the space code. All I had to do was write out the message without putting spaces between the words. It looked like this. Meet me at the treehouse after school. I looked it over. Too easy, I decided. So I took out another piece of paper and tried again. I added spaces in the wrong places. Now it looked pretty tricky. See the second one? Milo needed to find the real words and draw lines to separate them. When Milo was done, it should look like this. I found Milo sitting with Lucy Hiller and Biggs Maloney. Lucy was eating today's hot lunch special. It was spaghetti and meatballs. At least, they looked like meatballs. They probably tasted more like golf balls. How Lucy ate that stuff was a mystery to me. Yeesh! Milo was singing. That was normal. You'd have to put a sock in her mouth to keep Milo from singing. Our teacher, Mrs. Gleason, taught the song to us in class. It sounded like On Top of Old Smoky, but the words were different. Lucy and Biggs giggled while Milo sang. On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese, I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. I said hi and handed Milo the note. She stuffed the paper in her pocket without even looking at it. The bell rang and lunch was over. The case was just beginning. All right, stay tuned for chapter 3 and 4 tomorrow.